Yo, 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 what is going on, CoD Familia? It is your boy BN. Today, we're going to be giving you a day 2 update on the winter war of the last snows. I can remember things. KvK for the G2 pool. These are going to be the A-B groups that we're going to take a look at. Similarly to yesterday, we are in Zone 2 right now, and about 36 hours in for some of the groups. And then a few of them a little bit less, but essentially into day 2. So we're going to go through each of the Zone 2s and let you know how everything is going, who has conquered their Zone 2 already, who is still fighting, especially if you want to catch any action that it may still be ongoing. As always, if you enjoy the content, make sure you throw us up, because that was a lot. Thanks. Okay, starting with 7,009, that's where we are at. Remember, we talked about this yesterday. For this group, it's S2AK, WBS Rage Sura versus VP22 TFS, WAO, and GDW. In the Northeastern, Zone 2 for Karadag, we had TFS-GD versus WB Sura. From what it looks like, again, we talked about this before, right? The GD TFS side is on the southeast, and then northwest is the blue, right there in the brown. At the moment, again, it looks like it's kind of pretty much... Oh, wait, hang on. There's something going on here. Never mind. Okay, so Sura is destroying a TFS. But again, it looks visually, it's like a 50-50-ish, I would say. Maybe you could say a tiny bit more territory advantage going on the Sura WB side. Let me see if there's any other towers. Maybe it's just that one there. Okay. Oh, hang on. There's something here. Looks like a WB tower. Okay. And then, so that's 1 point of entry. Let me see here. Are they doing any building? Oh, hang on. What's going on here? Destruction. Okay, so TFS destroying that. Okay, what's going on over here? Thunder Rock. No, nothing. Okay. So this looks like to be the next contest point here and I think this is them, right? Oh, that is. Oh, is this their Bastion? Whose Bastion is this? Okay, so that's the Coral one. It looks like the TFS group. Oh, wow. So we got some stuff. Okay, so TFS and crew are doing some tower destruction because they are connected. And then it looks like a little fight happening here between them. Okay, so it looks like TFS has been able, and team have been able to kind of build through. And if they get this disconnect here, may not be too impactful, even if they get this, because it looks like it wraps around and connects here. So they probably would have to go a little deeper and do a bit more. But it's interesting how there's fighting there on that front, but on this front, kind of left alone. Again, maybe it's a little bit low time, but we could just say still ongoing at the moment. Okay, awesome. Which is great to see, right? I think the fact is we'd like to see at least Zone 2 fights, for me, like minimum at least a couple days, and I don't think that's asking a lot. But like 1 day, it's just, I don't know. That kind of just, I just feel bad about that one. Southwest, we have S2AK Rage versus WAO VPT here in Enagod. And it looks like the S2AK Rage team are pushing them back. So they're over here in brown. The WAO and VP22 team are in the blue. Okay, are they holding them here? Okay, this looks like the next choke. Looks like we got Bastions on both sides. Ooh, rally's coming down. Is that from Captain? No, it's from Red Arm. Okay. And WO. Okay, so like good, decent presence of the rally coming in. Rage and crew still hanging out. So it looks like that's where the battle is now. But again, they are making some progress. So you could say a little bit of an advantage or edge out to the S2AK Rage team. But again, and I'll say this, like I said before, man, when I had the opportunity to watch WAO, when they fought in that Echo season, they kept at it, man. Like they were diligent, even though they felt like, and I'm sure most people, I should say maybe from public opinion, right? It was probably, okay, hey, this is an uphill battle. But dude, they kept trucking. So it was really nice to see. Okay, then we get to 7,010. In this group, we have Echo SVR MFD VW versus EXB TXB and R and HOUW. Northeastern, Zone 2. Here for Karadag, it's Echo SVR versus BTX HOUW. And pretty much 36 hours in, it looks like it's Dunsky at this moment. Let me see. Who is this? Okay, so are they even going to try and clear that out? It doesn't look like they're tower pushing. Maybe they don't care. Maybe they'll just try and cut off and build. Nope, so nothing going on there. That would be the only thing, I guess, if they wanted to go this way and try and cut up. But maybe they're just like, we don't really care at this moment. And then let's see. What do we have here? So it looks like Echo. No one really from BTX. Okay, so damn, dude, that's intense, man. BTX has been pushed back all the way. Now, I don't know how long the fighting lasted. Again, we're checking in at about 36 hours in. I believe from what I saw on the Gen chat on the official COD Discord, some people were mentioning that the fighting stopped or ended earlier. If you are aware of when it did end, let us know in the comments below, as far as maybe around what time Echo was able to push to the gate and or when the fighting had just concluded, if you will, at that time. But yeah, I mean, I think the other part of it is, like I said, I'd have to probably reach out to the BTX team and say, like, look, did you guys go? Like, did you go all in? Did you try and meet Echo 1-for-1 out in the field? And keep in mind, like, even if, and I've seen situations where, an alliance loses out, they lose a zone 2, even if it is pretty definitively, and they come back for a zone 3 or a final zone fight, and they make some adjustments, they do some improvements, and they have a better showing. I'll just say that. Not necessarily meaning that they're just gonna, do some fine tuning, and then all of a sudden now it's a way higher percentage chance of winning. But I think if you take anything away from a zone 2 fight, it's, what did you learn? What adjustments can you make? I think those are the important takeaways. But on the other side of it, yeah, I mean, I guess a part of me feels like I would have maybe expected BTX to put up more of a fight. I only say that because them and Echo are basically the top kingdom. Like let me see real quick where I had them ranked. So yeah, so it was BTX and Echo 1 and 2, right? Like their top 300 scan from about 2 weeks ago had those two kingdoms as the only ones over 30 billion for their top 300. That's excluding 15 million and below accounts. So again, we could do, and keep in mind that's just for the G2 pool. There could be some other kingdoms that are still, kind of within that top kingdom tier. But for at least the G2 pool purposes, for what we are talking about right now, these are the top 2 kingdoms. And so I guess I just would have expected, maybe that's just me, for this to last longer. Curious on how you guys feel on that one. Okay, let's go to the southwest. I gotta learn my directions here. Here we have a VW, MFD versus EX and BNR. This actually looks like it's still pretty, maybe you could say like 55-45 or 60-40 based on territory. That's kind of on the MFD VW side, but let's see where the action is happening. So down here, no, oh, hang on. There's something here going on. Okay, go. Gio, you work it. You work it, man. He's like, listen, if it takes me a year, I'm gonna get it done. All right. That's weird. Don't know what's happening here. Okay, weird indicator. So let's say we got VW, MFD, BNR, and then EX. Okay, let's see what's happening here at the junction point. Okay, so MFD doing some building. VW over here. Okay, it looks like we're getting a tower destruction, MFD. Okay, so again, maybe they're just going to wait to recoup at the next chokes, which I guess in this case would be maybe down here. Like maybe this is going to be where they're going to set up their next defense, possibly. But again, looks like it's in favor right now of the MFD and VW side, even if it is just a territory advantage and with them pushing, as some of there's any resistance, at least at the moment. We will see and keep track of what happens and what that looks like tomorrow. Okay, 70-11. Let's keep it pushing. Here in this group, this was, oh, wow, damn. EIS showing out, man. Okay, cool. FA, EIS, A2G, SHPZ versus 30NA, Ash, O5DK, and Squiggly Eyes, my favorite. Then we get to the matchup. So here, Northeast, carry tag, as we said yesterday, was 30NA, Ash versus EIS and SHPZ. So it looks like EIS and SHPZ are in the purple and blue, and then in the red, we got 30NA and Ash. Let me see what's going on up here. Is there any pushing happening near the rock? Okay, so nothing. Okay, maybe they're just like, F it, we're just going to cut them off and then remove all that. Doesn't look like they're pushing southwest there. So it looks like they're probably just going eastern then, huh? Damn, okay. Lots of Actions. Okay, let's see how this looks right now. Yo, shout out to my boy Wayne. Damn, he's got a lot of accounts. Blood Reyna, what up? Okay, let's see here. So we got Ash, EIS, okay. So who is this? Okay, so it's, oh, I see. So it's EIS is in there right now on 30MB. And then it looks like we got some SHPZ peeps too as well. So EIS pushing here. Where's SHPZ though? They have to be. Oh no. I'm tripping. They can still TP on territory. I was like, where's their territory? But I guess they're just kind of using the EIS territory at that point. Okay. So yeah, wow. There we go. Just pulling a deep dive echo there. But again, it looks like, you know, it looks like it's in favor and clear territory advantage right now going to EAS and SHPZ. So again, you know, good showing there. We'll see what happens tomorrow. Let's go to Southwest, which is going to be Enagod. This is FA A2G versus O5DK and OO. We O5 DK and OO in the brown, which looks like brown to me. And then purple or blue here is going to be FA and A2G. So it looks like it's still pretty 50-50. This doesn't seem incredibly overwhelming to me. Oh, damn. But it is popping right now. Damn. It's cracking like a Cadillac. Let's see here. So we got A2G. Hang on, what's that? Oh, I see. ORN is with O5DK. So that's probably Squiggly Eyes' shell, I'm going to assume. Is there anything happening down here? Okay, a couple troops, nothing massive. So it looks like most of it is probably them trying to push this tower. Okay, it is. So they got that to 73%. Have they done anything on this tower? No. Okay. So it's... Okay. O5DK, and that's... Okay, and then that's A2G. Yeah, so they're fighting on this side with FA. Okay, so it's like mainly fighting here. I wonder if there's anything going on up here. Okay, doesn't look like it. So, okay, 2 bastions are down. So it looks like Southwest where the fight's happening. Okay, and awesome. That covers us for 7011. Let's go to 7012. Making a progresso. And no, I'm not talking about the soup. All right, 7012 here. We got GG, ROV, AC, MBH versus 25IW, Seal, Lion, which is also LC, and IWG. In the Northeast, here for KvK, we have GG, MBH versus LC, and 25IW. Now, GG MBH in the brown, and the other team is in the red. Damn, okay. Looking like, from what I can see, been playing a little bit too much risk, and the red territory has been expanding deeply into Zone 2, it looks like at this point, pushing back GG and MBH. Let's see how the battlefronts are looking. Okay, is this ramp action over her? No? Oh, it is. Okay, it's right there, yeah. So red's pushing. It looks like territory move there. So they're probably... Are they trying to build... Let me see what's happening here. Okay, so looks like GG MBH there. Okay, no territory action happening there. How about up here? What we got over her? Ooh, damn. Okay. Ooh, damnsies. Okay, tower being destroyed, 25%. On that, are we doing some build and destroys? Nope. Not destroying that one, though. So it looks like just one at a time. Okay. So again, looks like, I mean, at the moment, advantage going there to the LC and 25 IL side. We'll check in on that again tomorrow. Let's go Southwest. And we look at Enagod. This is going to be, where am I looking here? ROV AC versus Seal IVW. This actually looks like it's still pretty 50-50. It doesn't look super definitive on either side. In the purple, we got ROVAC. In the blue is going to be Seal IWV. Okay, let's check out the rock. Oh, damn. Oh, damn. Okay, what's happening here? So it looks like IWV getting some pressure put on there. 10 minutes left on that tower. We got another tower going down as well. 54 minutes on that tower. Okay, so we got 2 towers going down. Any pressure on these ones? I'm just curious. Let's see. Okay, so some pressure on both, it looks like. But now, again, some good field presence. So, yeah, it looks like IWV and LC, or excuse me, IWV and Seal getting pushed right now. Let's see how this looks over here. Anything happening here on this northeastern? No, there's a bastion there. I don't see another bastion down for the other team. Okay, so looks like mainly they're on the fight. Okay, maybe slight edge right now. Maybe it's just time zone for ROVAC. We'll see how that looks tomorrow. Okay, let's go into 70-13. For this matchup, we got NF57, 14BS, SG97. All right, you know what? I can remove that. SG97 and EVG versus 21SW, RP, RFF, and WOW. In the Northeast, here for KvK, we got 14BS and F57. They are going to be, I believe, in the purple. And then the other team is RFF and KvK, which I'm forgetting the other main alliance name now, but that was who we saw being used over here. So let's see. Looks like blue really making up some territory since yesterday. 14BS, a bunch of territory removed at the moment. NF57, oh wow, okay, damn. So it is on and popping. Let's see what's happening here on the battlefront. So NF57 rallies coming down to the Bastion, 29% right now. There's our boy K4, not about 6% there on that tower. So it looks like mainly focusing here. NF57 looks like trying to get a second tower out for some additional support at 92%. Like a decent field presence right now. AFM, and it looks like HL, which is here. Oh no, that was Coffee. I thought I saw an HL alliance somewhere. Maybe I'm tripping. Or HLE. There we go. Okay, so wow. Oh, I see. So they're over here. So again, battlefront there. Are they caring about any towers here or no? Oh my gosh, is this like the... Oh wow, it's like... Wow, damn, they hit a reverse over here. 55 minutes. Wow, are they trying to get this massive cutoff? Oh, wow, they are. Well, it's only a couple flags. Never mind. A couple flags. I mean, not to say it's insignificant, but okay. So they're just trying to get them out of the choke there. What about over here? What's happening here on this side? Okay, so wow. So now 14 BS. Okay. An hour and 10 on that one. Working down some of those HLE flags. Able to get a fort there. So it looks like they pushed them back, but now they're trying to hold a little bit. I mean, decent field presence. Again, advantage, I would still say, is going in favor of the RFF and Coffee team. Also AFM and HLE, which again, I'm sure are just shells that they're using. Let's go southwest. This is going to be for Enagod. So this is RP25IW versus SG97 and EVG that I have on this one. And I think they are, where am I looking at? So it looks like RP in the red, SG97, EVG in the purple. Again, still about 50-50, right, since yesterday, so nothing's really changed on there. Let me see. Jumping on this tower, though. So RP tower, what was that at? An hour, what looks like maybe about 80-ish% there. So getting some pressure applied. Anything on this one? Okay, nothing on that one. Were any of these towers hit? Okay, so 19% on that one. 12% taken down there. And it looks like a repair up there on that one. Okay, so some pressure being put on there. How about up here? Nothing. I don't see any bastions down either. Okay. So again, we'll see. Still in process, as it were. 70-14. There we go. For this one, this is going to be... Okay. Oh, all right. Nice. So they're still going at it. Sweet. Let's start as usual, top right if we can. So it's going to be NTS Beck, MM1UP versus Rod, UHA, NWE, and HTF. In the Northeast, for KvK, we have NWE, HTF versus BEK, and NTS. They are in the red, and I believe the blue, and then you have the dark blue or purple here is going to be the other team for NWE and HTF. Let's see how it's going, but it looks like NTS and team have been making up some ground. Any push-outs there to try and... Okay, so nothing there really. So I imagine we're probably... Oh, wow, okay, so a little bit of a stall now. No action happening at the moment. Oh, hang on, never mind. So NTS is working down at least one tower. Okay, so maybe... Oh, I see. So maybe they're trying to go that way? Are they... Oh, I see. They're also destroying this one. Okay. So it looks like maybe their plan now is like, let's go east and maybe try and push them back to the spire. So if that happens, then you'd be looking at them maybe setting up on this spire and then maybe over here on this spire. But maybe advantage, we could say at least, in their favor at the moment. Let's go southwest. Here to Enagod, we have 1UP MM, and then which is in the purple. And then we got Rod and UHA, which is going to be in the blue. Still about 50-50, nothing massively unchanged since yesterday. Let's take a look at some of the battlefronts. So Bastion down there, no Bastion on this side, it looks like. Unless I'm blind, no action at the moment. So it looks like they're probably fighting up here at the northeast. That's where we saw earlier. Is there anything up here happening? Just curious. Bastion down. Okay, so no, nothing massive. So it looks like mainly the fight is right here. So we got MM, UHA going at it currently. So it looks like MM maybe getting a little bit of the best A little bit more, right? About 31% on that versus the 2%. But again, this has been repairing, so we're just kind of looking at it right now at the moment. Again, small field presence, but still going at it. Okay, sweet. Let's go take a look at 7015. Doing okay. This one, we got OMG, BOM, GPX, RAC versus DND, BXS, LPG, and KOV. In the northeast of KvK, we got BXS, DND versus RAC NAM. They're in the purple. Other team is in the green. So it looks like, or blue. I guess it's blue. Yeah, I guess it's blue, right? So it looks like blue making a little bit more progress here. A part of the RAC NAM team. Looks like some action up there. What's happening over here? So they're built under. Are they applying any pressure here or trying to do some additional building? Okay, they got something going on here. So looks like RAC doing some building. Yo, Siren, what up, girl? ICD Salute. Is that Iceman? That's some good names, man. All right. So looks like applying some pressure there. Oh, I think that's the BXS shell. And then, okay, but nothing happening there southwest. Looks like they're trying to maybe go east here to maybe do a cutoff. So they got a build left. How much longer on this? I didn't even look. 46, so 11 minutes. So if they get that, then they can go after this tower in front of the spire and just get that immediate cutoff. Is there any action happening up here? Ooh, there is. But wow, that could be pretty big for them if they get that here in the next, let's say, like 2 hours or so. At least as of recording. RAC... Wow, so RAC pushing in pretty deep here on the Buns territory. Looks like just trying to apply some pressure up here to maybe draw some people out. But again, no building that's happening, so it's not as though they're destroying any towers at the moment or working on the bastion there. Okay, let's go southwest. Here, on this one, we got Enagod. This is GPX OMG, which is going to be, in the blue. And then red is going to be KOV and LPG. So let's see. It looks like it's still about 50-50 right now. Even if the OMG team has been pushing up a little bit here. Are they trying to disconnect anything over here in the corner? Oh, they are. So look at that. 86% left. So it looks like they're still... Are they doing anything up here as well? Okay, it looks like they're going after this one. So, okay. So they probably just started that one, it looks like. Yeah. Okay. So like a little bit maybe of advantage. What do they have going on over here? Anything at the moment? Okay, it looks like something. Are they just... I mean, they got to build one more though, unless they're just messing around at the moment. Was that OMG? Okay, wow, okay. So yeah, maybe you give a slight edge to the OMG and the GPX team, even if it's just a bit. I mean, it still looks about 50-50 to me, so we'll have to see how that plays out over tomorrow. Let's go to 7016. For this one, we got -FU, AVIC, WGL, NXW versus DBB, Law, K211, and IFAP. In the Northeast, here for KvK, we got -FU, WGL. They are going to be, I believe, in orange here. And then DBB K211 in pink. This looks like it's pretty 50-50-ish to me at the moment. Let's see what's happening. Any pressure being put on or flags being built on the Northeast battlefront? Okay, nothing at the moment. So that most likely feels like, okay, maybe we're over here. Okay, so some action here via rock. And then we also got, oh, damn. Okay. Oh, what is happening here? So -FU, 40 or 38 minutes there left on the DBB tower. So some pressure being applied. Is it DBB players up here? Yes. Okay. K211. Yeah. So it's their team. Okay. So that's being applied. And then what's over here? We got some connecting. Whose peeps are these? K211 peeps are there. 58% on that tower. Doesn't look like a massive amount of presence, at least here at the moment. Again, maybe it could just be a little bit of downtime. So maybe you give a slight edge to the -FU WGL, but it's still for the most part pretty 50-50 to me. We'll see how that looks tomorrow. Southwest, let's go to Enagod. This is going to be Myth and Law. They are in the brown. In the blue, we have NXW and AC. This to me looks like the blue team here of AVIC and AC, or was that AD? Yeah, and then DXW, which is basically the NXW and AC team. Been applying a little bit more pressure, at least making up more territory at the moment. Let's see what's happening here on the northwestern front. So nothing massive there. Doesn't look like anything. Okay, so nothing being built. So maybe they're just applying more pressure here. Let's see. Oh, wow, nothing's happening. So it's just nothing, no action at the moment. Okay, so nothing's really being done. Are they just like sending some troops? What's happening here? So they have troops on the field, but it doesn't look like, I mean, unless they're amassing or I'm missing something and they're like waiting for something to get going. Okay. So just, I guess just nothing happening at the moment. Okay. We'll check in and see how that looks tomorrow. 70-17. Then we got 2 left now, I believe. Yeah. So 70-17. This is going to be, we have POTU or POTC, BB, FG, and KOD versus ED2, RSYN, IR, and KEN. In the Northeast for KvK, we have ED, RSYN. They are in the yellow. We have FG going up against FG and COD. They are in the red. This looks like it's looks like the red team has been making a little bit more progress since yesterday. Let's take a look. So as we zoom in, okay, hang on. Something's being built right now. So ED working down the FA tower. It looks like. Okay, nothing happening here though, which is at one of the other chokes. Looks like kind of open at the moment. So 1, and probably maybe most of the actions here on the northern front. Okay, not really. So nothing massive happening here. I don't see, oh yeah, Bastion over there, okay. All right, so yeah, it doesn't look like anything, I guess, super big currently. And if anything, it looks like ED pushing back, at least on that one FA tower. Territory advantage, again, still in favor of red, but doesn't look like there's a massive amount of action that's happening right now. Okay, let's go southwest. Enagod. This is going to be KEN, IA versus POTC and BB. KEN, IA in the blue, POTC, BB in the red. It looks like the blue team has been making some more progress here and pushing up since we last covered this 24 hours ago. Nothing there on the tower connecting, but they are connecting up here. So, okay, there we go. There it is. So, it looks like KEN working that down halfway at the moment, but they're going to have to destroy 2 towers here because it is layered. They're going too deep or 2 on the column across. Now, let's look up here. Looks like maybe they're just going to remove some towers. Okay, so some territory removed. Wow, 9 seconds. Ooh, hey, we'll just hang out to watch. It's always fun to see a tower being disappeared, right? 2, 1. Oh, disperse. Good job, you guys did it. Okay, so they're working their way down. I'm just curious, any defenses maybe that have been set up here? Okay, nothing. Doesn't look like really anything at the moment. So advantage, I would say, going here in favor of the blue team. We'll see how that plays out tomorrow. And then last group we got is going to be 70-18. Here on this one, we have RAK. Let's go up here. RAK block DKTC versus Laws, AXC, SOS, and 3-3. In the Northeast, for KvK, we have Laws and 3-3. They're going to be in the pink. TC and Block is going to be in the blue / blur, if you will, and any of the other alliances. So it looks like the blue team here has been making some ground. Let's see how the battlefronts look. Ooh, are we getting some destruction going on in here? No, some building. Okay, so nothing really happening there. Ooh, hang on, what's going on over here? Destruction? Nope, some building. Okay. Okay, maybe something here. No. Okay, no. Maybe over here. There's a choke point. Okay, so nothing. Okay, so really just no action happening. Okay, but still about 50-50. Southwest, we have here in Enagod. This is going to be RKDP. That is going to be green. And then the other side, AXT and SOS, is going to be in the purple. It looks like green has been making some territory advantages since yesterday, as they've clearly worked their way up the southwest route, making it past the, looks like second to last bridge choke before the spire. So let's see here how things are looking. Okay, looks like a building. Okay, ooh, so some destruction going on over here. 20 minutes left. Looks like just an empty tower. I don't see any flag built at the moment, but it looks like they do have some field presence here. Okay, and we can see there DK and RK working their way up. But again, maybe they're just trying to destroy that and kind of get another flag down. Maybe they just want to build a little bit more field presence. They are connecting up here, so I'm curious. Okay, here we go. So that's being destroyed too. So they got 49 minutes on that. RK applying some pressure. Doesn't look like they're doing a build though. And then it looks like, oh, they're working that one down too as well. Okay, so it looks like focus is probably going to be that and working their way in. So again, I would say advantage here going on the RKDK or RKDP side currently. And yeah, we'll see how it looks tomorrow. So that is your day 2 KvK G2 update for the War of the Last Snows A and B groups, which is again 7,009 through 7,018. As always, right, if you're playing in any of these KvKs, If you enjoyed the Zone 2 fight, if you wish maybe it would have happened a little bit longer, if you got a little bit of a story to tell on how it played out and what your thoughts have been on it so far, even if it's just feedback as well that, the devs could read if they so happen to, please feel free. Let us know in the comments below. That is going to be it for me. As always, until next time, we'll catch you later.